Oh, there we are. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. That is a fine sun coming up behind me here in New York City. Hope everyone had a fine weekend. I had a fine weekend. Got up early. I was in a really good mood. And then I turned on the local news. I'm starting to watch the local news just to get New York flavor for this live stream and this podcast, see what's going on in the city. Especially because, we got a Muslim mayor coming in another month or so. So I turn on the local news. So you got to remember, I'm in a good mood, man. My Josh Allen's won yesterday. So every time Josh Allen wins, I used to say the Bills, but now I'm saying Josh Allen. When my team Josh Allen wins, I'm in a good mood. Fucking Josh Allen scored 6 touchdowns, 3 running. He threw for 3 more. And Josh Allen won yesterday. He's too good for the Bills is my point. Oh, this poor Josh Allen. All right. Anyway, so I'm in a good mood. I turned on the local news. I'm like, all right, let me get some local flavor for the live stream, the podcast. And they lead with this. 6-year-old on bike trapped by falling limb. And then I'm doing to you what they did to me, and I apologize. But at least maybe we can make some sense out of this because I can tell you how ridiculous it is. But also I'm like, why do I need to know that a 6-year-old is just on her little bike in a park over the weekend trying to enjoy the fall foliage out with her family? She's got her little bike and she's going down a little bike path. The next thing you know, a tree limb falls from the sky and traps the little girl. Why? Hey, local news. Why do I need to know this? Why? But she was wearing a bike helmet, thank God. And I think she's going to be okay, but they don't want to tell you she's going to be okay. Because if they say she's going to be okay, you're not going to watch the local news. You're going to turn into something else. So I think she's going to be okay. I have no idea if you want to know the truth. But anyway, that's how I started my morning with that fun story. That's fun for everybody, right? With that, I say hi to Dude Guy. He's one of mine. We got Nick. Hi, Nick. We got Ted Palawato. We got the Gail. Hi, Gail. How are you? You good? Also, we got Richie Rich. Morning. Who the man? Do you have to go to work early, Richie? Because I could do Who the Man right away. No problem. I could do that. By the way, I am collecting super chats today. Yes, I am collecting money because I want to buy Kurt Cobain's guitar. So any super chats I make today is going to go towards my purchase of the Kurt Cobain guitar. It's being auctioned off. It's a 1969 Fender. It was used in Teen Spirit. And they're predicting that the guitar is going to go for at least $5 million. So your super chats will go towards me collecting enough money so I could get the Kurt Cobain guitar. But with that, hi, Richie Rich. How rich are you? I don't know. Hi, Emerson. How are you? Hi, Sex. Good morning. Squad, good morning, team. Yeah, we got a team now, man. We certainly do. Still dark here in San Antonio. All right, that's cool. Right on. Anyway, let's go back to Richie Rich. You know what? I'm going to do Who the Man early today. I want to give it to Josh Allen because, once again, he had just an insane game for a team that doesn't deserve him. He's exhausting himself. The Bills need more players. Josh Allen's doing everything. So now I just call him the Buffalo Allens because it's all about Josh Allen. I want to give it to him badly. But man, if there's not a story out there today, oh my God. So well, let me start with this, Richie Rich. We can't give Who the Man away right away. You know that. It's our only bid. We got to milk it, right? But it was a lot of TV watching over the weekend for this family, and just like any family out there that have the kids, teenagers now, so we could watch some edgier stuff. Thank God, we're out of the Pixar or the Pixar. Wait, Pixar. The Pixar phase. Thank God we went through the Pixar phase. So now we can watch some edgy comedies, right? And we're going through and we're trying to find movies all the time. We couldn't find anything. So we landed on, I don't even want to say this, Freakier Friday with Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan. What a pile of crap. You know what? Let's say it. What a pile of shit. This movie stunk. This movie stunk. You know the concept of Freakier Friday, right? They switch bodies or something. So like in the original, Jamie Lee Curtis was Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan was Jamie Lee Curtis. Easy to follow. Oh, I get it. So she's now the mom and she's now the daughter. Nice and easy. It's easy, right? So they decided to make Freakier Friday, and they're like, you know what? Instead of having it nice and easy to follow along, let's have multiple characters switch bodies. So half the movie, you're like, well, who is she now? Is she Jamie Lee Curtis in the English body? Is Lindsay Lohan now her mom? I can't know. Lindsay Lohan's actually her daughter because now she has a daughter. I can't follow the plot of Freakier Friday. The movie sucked so bad. And I'm going to tell you what made me turn off the movie. And, you know, in my house, there's 4 of us, right? Well, there's 5. There's 5 of us. But, you know, my dog doesn't get a vote. And all of a sudden, you know, we just turned off the fucking movie. I'm like, I'm good. I'm fucking good. I'm good. And I got 2 people in my family that need to watch the movie right to the end. And I got 2 people. I'm one of them. Me and my son, actually. We're like, we don't need to watch anymore. Oh, no, my son needed to watch. Sorry, I messed that up. It's me and my daughter. We're like, yeah, we're good. We don't need to watch anymore. This movie stinks. And then it's my wife and my son. They need to finish movies for some reason. I don't get that. When you know the movie's a pile of shit, let's move on. Let's move on to something else, right? I'm going to tell you the line in the movie that made me go, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I'm absolutely good. The line was, and I wrote it down. It's a woke line in the movie Freakier Friday. All right. You're going to braid each other's hair in a non-culturally appropriating way. These effing woke people have hijacked our comedies. Who wrote that line and thought it would be so funny in Freakier Friday? Let me read that again. You're going to braid each other's hair in a non-culturally appropriating way? Yeah, exactly. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And then I went on a little rant. Why do they hijack our comedies? That's why there's not a lot of comedies out there anymore. You got these woke people writing these terrible, terrible movies. And the funny part about watching Freakier Friday over the weekend is the fact that me and my wife have decided to dip back into Always Sunny in Philadelphia. There's literally 17 seasons. We're on season 1. We started from the beginning, bitches. They're talking about abortion and underage drinking and having a gun and Nazi stuff. This is all in the first season. And I look at my wife as we're watching Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I'm like, oh, what happened to our comedy? Because we're acknowledging, unfortunately, I say unfortunately, we're acknowledging like, oh my God, you couldn't do any of this stuff nowadays. But they did for Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and none of us had a problem with it. None. So we're binge watching that, and then to watch Freakier Friday with this just woke garbage. I was like, what happened? Well, we need to rescue our comedies in America. But I will give credit to Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I wrote a couple things down. Okay, look, I got a lot of show prep today. All right, where did I put the Jamie Lee Curtis stuff? Oh, I wrote this. Jamie Lee, this is all I got from the movie. Jamie Lee Curtis still has nice torpedoes. That's all I got. If I was a movie reviewer, that would be my review of Freakier Friday. Jamie Lee Curtis still has nice torpedoes. And the other thing about Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, there is a scene. Okay, I'm going to just give you, all you have to do is go find this clip on the internet and you've seen Freakier Friday. Jamie Lee Curtis, when she switches into, all right. Jamie Lee Curtis, the actress, is now playing the younger, like teenager from England, I think, because Jamie Lee Curtis, to show you that she's now playing the younger English girl, instead of working on the English accent for the movie, she would just use one word, mum. I think I got that right. So I think Jamie Lee Curtis was playing the younger English teenage girl, I think. Because through the movie, I even said to my wife, they should just put labels on each character. She's now playing this one, and then we could follow this stupid plot. But when Jamie Lee Curtis, who's now the young, this is what I had to do the whole fucking night, so you're gonna have to bear with me too. Now even though she's Jamie Lee Curtis, she's now the younger English girl. So it's now the English girl in Jamie Lee Curtis's body, but it's Jamie Lee Curtis's voice. What the fuck? Jamie Lee Curtis, because now she's the young girl. She's making fun of how ugly her face is with the wrinkles and her teeth. She's going to lose her teeth and everything. And you're thinking to yourself, Jamie Lee Curtis is doing this scene with her real face, and she's being hilarious. So if you go and see that scene, then you've seen the goddamn movie, okay? But Richie Rich, who the man? So we went right back to Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Thank God. We're almost done with season 1. We only have 16 seasons to go. So then I'm like, I go to the wife, let's watch the Eddie Murphy documentary, man. The Eddie Murphy documentary's on. Let's do that. I love the Eddie Murphy. I grew up with the Eddie Murphy. I learned nothing in the documentary. There's a problem with these A-list celebrities. They're trying to get into the documentary world. They're trying to get into the podcasting world, but they're still insanely guarded. And the problem is, we live in a culture now that if you're insanely guarded, you're not going to get traction. I wanted to learn more about Eddie Murphy. He had an insane career. Of course, he had some duds in there, but then he completely went away. I want to know why he completely went away. Then he has like 10 or 12 fucking kids. Let's talk about that a little bit. It's obvious in the Eddie Murphy documentary that he found some kind of spirituality. He's a very spiritual person. Well, I want to learn more about that, Mr. Murphy. And then why did you stop doing stand-up? They don't really explain it. I'm not sure if it's because his movie career completely took off, but he completely stopped for decades. And he's now thinking of, going back and doing stand-up. I didn't learn anything about Eddie Murphy, but it was cool to look back at his career and all the great movies he did. And then he ends the documentary. The clips got viral, so I'm not blowing anything for everybody. But he's got puppets. He's got a Bill Cosby and Richard Pryor puppets, and Eddie Murphy's in the middle, and he's doing both voices, and he's doing some pretty edgy Cosby shit. So that was pretty good. But, I was excited to watch the Eddie Murphy documentary, and I just simply didn't learn much. And he's not really a funny guy when he's not really that funny when he's not doing a huge movie or his stand-up, I noticed. He was kind of a dud of a person, like in his regular everyday existence. So there you go. All right, Richie Rich. So we're going to go with Who the Man finally. And it has something to do with, wrote notes on this too. I saw the documentary. I'm binge watching the shit out of it. I went to bed at midnight because I watched 4 episodes. And I got up at 4:30. So I'm watching America's team, the Gambler and his Cowboys. Oh, my God. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hated them in the 90s. I hate them today. They took out my Buffalo Bills twice in the Super Bowl. Let's not forget Poor Jim Kelly. He's in the documentary. I would love to know the feeling of winning a Super Bowl. Yeah. All us Buffalo Bills fans would love to have that feeling too, Mr. Kelly. But the Cowboys beat them twice in the Super Bowl, back to back. One wasn't even close. It was like, I don't know, 52-17 or something like that. So I'm like, I don't want to watch this Cowboys documentary. But they had such characters on that team that I'm like, all right, I'll give this a shot because I like my sports documentaries, and this thing has not disappointed yet. Oh my God, this Jerry Jones, he wanted to be involved in football from a very early age. He wanted to own a team. There was a point Jerry Jones had a chance of buying the San Diego Chargers, and he was excited. He went to his daddy, made all his money in oil, by the way. He goes, Daddy, I want to buy the San Diego Chargers. And his daddy's like, well, that's cool. Tell me more. Well, there's this guy, Jimmy Hoffa. And Jerry Jones's dad said, are you fucking crazy? You can't get in bed with Jimmy Hoffa. Because I guess Jimmy Hoffa was trying to buy the San Diego Chargers. And, Jimmy Hoffa was going to provide the money, and Jerry Jones was going to be the owner and, and run the team. And Jerry Jones's father said, you're fucking nuts. When you miss a payment, what do you think's going to happen with the Jimmy Hoffa? So he didn't buy the San Diego Chargers, and he was all bummed out. He's like, man, that was my chance to win to own an NFL team. So years go on, and he buys the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? Jimmy Johnson used to yell in the locker room. And so he buys the Cowboys, and the first thing he does is he fires the beloved Tom Landry in his stupid hat. They basically said, bye, goodbye to you, bye, Tom Landry. And he brought in his not his childhood friend, his college friend, Jimmy Johnson. The connection with Jimmy Johnson and Jerry Jones goes all the way back. Is this? It's not boring, right? Okay, good. Thank you for letting me know it's not boring. So Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson were teammates at Arkansas, and in 1964. Arkansas, I believe, went undefeated and won the national championship. And on that team was Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. So they became friends at that point. So when Jerry Jones bought the Cowboys, he told Tom Landry to beat it. And he hired his college pal there, Jimmy Johnson. And the rest is history. They won 2 Super Bowls in a row. And then their egos clashed. They couldn't stand each other because, Jerry Jones likes to take more credit than he probably should for the success of a team. And Jimmy Johnson's like, look at this motherfucker. I'm doing everything. He's taking all the credit. So go screw. And that was the end of their relationship. So this documentary, America's Team, The Gambler and His Cowboys. Wow. And, Richie Rich, who the man's going to be one of the guys featured in this documentary so far. Is it Troy Aikman? No, it's not Troy Aikman, who by the way, had such a severe concussion that he doesn't remember playing in the NFC Championship, a game the Cowboys won on their way to, I think, the second Super Bowl. I'm not sure. Troy Aikman got hit so hard, knocked out of the game, had to go to the hospital, had to get checked out. The next day, Troy Aikman watched the NFC Championship game. He had to have known the result, obviously, but he didn't remember any of the game. So he's watching himself in an NFL game going, I don't know what's going to happen next. How crazy is that? He got hit that hard. But he's not the man there, Richie Rich. Is it Jimmy Johnson? He was a tough coach, tough. How about them Cowboys? He famously, you'll learn in this documentary, you had a guy, right? He's practicing with the team. He goes down. And Jimmy Johnson comes running up to him like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And he's like, sir, I got asthma. I got asthma. Know what Jimmy Johnson said? Son, you're on the wrong field. And he cut him. He cut him for having asthma. Jimmy Johnson, he's an asshole too, man. You want to try to pick, between Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson. That's a tough pick in the end. They're both assholes. And then Jimmy Johnson, the team had a tough loss. They're working their fucking balls off for America's team. We're America's team. They all get on a plane. Tough loss. And all they want to do now, they had a long week of practice. Tough loss. Like, all right, let's order our food, on the way home. They're going home in the middle of the night like they do, these sports teams, and on their chartered flight. And Jimmy Johnson's like, no. He told the flight attendants, don't feed any of these guys food. He wouldn't let them eat after a tough loss. But Richie Rich, finally, we get to Charles Harley. Richie Rich, Charles Harley is the man today. Who the fuck is Charles Harley? Unless you're a hardcore Dallas Cowboys fan that loved your 90s football, you don't even know who Charles Harley is. Don't turn off this fucking podcast. Are you crazy? This is why Charles Harley is the man. He played for the Cowboys on all those great teams. But a lot of people don't know that Charles Harley was a standout player for the San Francisco 49ers. And, he had a falling out with the 49ers. He's like, I don't want to be here anymore. Yeah, but you're under contract. And that means nothing. I get that. When you don't want to be somewhere, the contract means nothing. Hello, Boston. If you know, you know. So Charles Harley's like, man, I don't want to be here anymore. I gotta make it clear that I don't want to be here anymore. So he decides the way he's gonna leave the San Francisco 49ers is to, I believe it was the GM's office. I believe. He walked into the GM's office and basically said, I don't think he said anything, actually. I think the documentary doesn't talk about what he actually said. But what he did was he pulled out his giant dick. Supposedly it was legendary. And he took a leak on the GM's desk in front of the GM to make it very clear. I laugh because I'm like, I wish this is how I left Sirius. Because by the end, it was so obvious that I needed to move on from Sirius. And now I'm begging them to take me back. No, I'm not begging them to take me back. God, no. But if maybe we should talk though. See if there's some common ground there. But I laugh so hard because this is how you quit a fucking job. Charles Harley pulls out his pekka and he takes a leak on the GM's desk, and he's a giant, scary man. He famously threw his helmet when he was on the Cowboys, threw sheetrock right in front of Jerry Jones. And Jerry Jones said, hey, Charles, how about we both calm down a little bit before we do something that we're both going to regret for the rest of our lives. So that's the Charles Harley. And that's how he got out of being a San Francisco 49er. And then he became a Cowboy, bitch. And the rest is history. My God. So, Richie Rich, with that, Charles Harley from the 1990s Dallas Cowboys. I know this is so random, but I'm watching that documentary. He is the man today. And I got a couple super chats. I'm trying to make $5 million so I can buy Kurt Cobain's guitar that's going to be auctioned off very, very soon. JD Straight Shot, did Trump give a to Clinton? Well, man, that is a wild rumor that we went over late last week. I don't know, but the memes, I said this a long time ago. Traditional radio guys and comedians, by the way, F a lot of the comedians, because they don't understand that regular Joes can be funny too. And I think social media in 2025 is proving that there are a lot of funny fucks out there, a lot of funny people. And this rumor about Trump giving a Hummer to Clinton is going just crazy out there on the internet. And the memes are hilarious. I have no idea if this happened. No clue. Epstein could just be being a dick, trying to start rumors back in the day. Who knows? If it's true, though, good God, duck and cover, because Trump's going to release hellfire on the world. But the one meme that's going around, I unfortunately, like, you know, I bet you a lot of people had the same idea. I would love to know the first person that actually posted this, but they have a picture of Clinton in the Oval Office sitting at the desk. And the caption is something like, here's a great picture of Clinton and Trump. Jesus. And the only person in the picture is Clinton. Do you get it? Oh my God. But I have no idea, JD, but thanks for your $2. I greatly appreciate you, but I have no idea if that rumor is true. All right. Reg Bar. Let's see. I was sharing your podcast with boys down at the Cigar Lounge, and they agree. Harassing tourists and trashing Ron the Trader grows the channel. You'll be trending again in no time. Keep it up. All right. Thanks, Reg Bar. You just wasted $10. I don't know what you're trying to do with your super chat. The fact is, people are trying to push the agenda that me and Ron don't like each other. It's not true at all. But I definitely found someone that I could yell and scream, and he yells and screams back, and we just get it out. And he'll be back tomorrow. That's for sure. All right, AI. Oh my God. A little AI update before we go. I want to make this one nice and short today, man. All right. AI. I saw this headline. AI now writing scripts, songs, and cooking recipes that taste good. And then the headline continues, where do we draw the line? Oh, stupid humans. Stupid humans. The people that worked on the AI for years before we even understood what it was capable of doing, right? There were people out there, the eggheads, we like to call them. The eggheads were working on this AI for years and years, and then finally presented it to us. And now we're all using AI in our regular day lives, I would assume, right? Speaking of which, my AI voice changed. I'm deeply depressed today. The one voice I've been using, I feel like I got a relationship with. It feels way too real. Asking all sorts of questions. How can you help me with my cable situation in my house? I got this junk of equipment. Can you tell me what this is and how I can fix this? Sure, no problem. And I use AI for everything. And then, this lovely AI female voice, it changed. And I'm depressed like I lost a friend. Has this happened to anyone else? But AI, the headline, AI now writing scripts, songs, and cooking recipes that taste good. Where do we draw the line? And this is where I say humans are stupid. The eggheads that were working on the AI, a few of them quit. They quit. They're like, no, I wish I never did this, because they started realizing what AI is going to do to all of us. I don't know how we adjust in the end. So when you ask the question, where do we draw the line? It's too late. We can't draw the line. It's too late. You can't stop the AI in America because, like I said recently, we're competing with the world with the AI, right? So if we stop in America because we have all of a sudden morals and we realize that AI is not a good thing, they're going to continue and we're going to be left behind. So you can't stop it. And just think about what AI has done in the last year. I was fooling around with generating images about a year ago, just fooling around a little bit, right? And AI couldn't figure out hands. Remember when AI couldn't figure out hands? It's like, oh my God, this picture would be perfect if it didn't have 7 fucking fingers on the left hand. And then you beg AI to regenerate it. I just need 5 fingers. The next thing, there's 5 fingers, but the thumb's coming out of the forearm. Like, why can't they figure out fingers and hands on the AI? That was a year ago. Fast forward, now AI is taking all of our jobs. That's great. That's how far it's gone in the last fucking year. From drawing shitty hands in your AI images to taking your literal job. Oh my God. Hey, Hope, I miss O&A. Can you guys just make up and bring my favorite show back? Love you, brother, man. No, it ain't happening. No. And you could blame Anthony. Anthony made it impossible to ever have an Opie and Anthony reunion. And, and that's that. I'm sorry. Look at all the shit that Anthony has said for many fucking years. No, we're good. No. But thanks for your 5 things. Burn on PS3. Burna on PS3. Thank you for your 5 things. Okay. All right. But when you ask why won't you do an Opie and Anthony reunion, just look at all the crap Anthony has done towards me for the last since pretty much the day we met. So no, I'm good. We're going to end because Thanksgiving is a week away, 10 days away. So you're saying there's a chance. Very good. Very nice. Mrs. Scaramuzo. Thanksgiving around the corner. I want to do the next bit properly, but I'm doing a very short live stream today because I got things to do. But I wanna. Maybe we'll do it next week when we get closer to Thanksgiving. But how about we just start softening the beaches? Okay, we're all gonna have Thanksgiving, and I'm building a list of my worst foods at Thanksgiving. I know this is hack. You don't even have to say it. I know. But I need to rant. Some of the things I hate at the Thanksgiving meal. Okay? All right? Okay. I'm not even going to put... All right, I'll put it in a list. Fine. 5th place. Green bean casserole. Oh, Dale. Dale's on it. All right, Dale. Dale says stuffing. We'll get to stuffing in a second, Dale. And Mo says hack. Yeah, I said that, Mo. Mo's one of our regular haters. He quickly waits. Like I literally did 30 minutes of crushing shit today. And then he's like, well, there's got to be something. Oh, the 5 worst foods at Thanksgiving. This is the one. Hack. Thank you, Mo. Thanks for your hate this morning. Greatly appreciate you. You make the world go round. Green bean casserole. What's wrong with the green bean casserole, Ope? Oh, God, with that fried, crunchy, I call it sadness on top. And, there's a common thread with the 5 things that I'm mentioning today. 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. Common thread. If it was a good dish, we would be eating it all year long. No one eats green bean casserole with that fried, crunchy sadness on top. So that's all you need to know. It stinks. I think as soon as we start acknowledging that it stinks, then we can start moving on to stuff we really want to eat for Thanksgiving, right? A nice roast. Maybe a nice filet roast. Oh, cook the whole Thanksgiving. It's tradition. Ooh, I smell the turkey in the oven. Oh, that smells good. Oh, look at all the sides you made. Oh, that's awesome. And then throw it in the dumpster and break out the filet roast. Oh, my God, your family will love you forever. Love you forever. That should be the thing. You prepare the whole Thanksgiving meal, and everyone's looking around like, it smells good. All right, I guess we'll fucking, muscle down some Thanksgiving dinner once again. Talking about the same shit. Oh my God, I'm sitting in the exact same seat I have for the last 10 years, talking about the same exact shit. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. I know everything we all fucking think. All right. And then as soon as the meal's prepared, right? Someone really should do this. Oh my God, you want a viral video? And then right at the last minute, it's all out there, right? And then you call in a crew. You hire a crew. And they come in with those giant landscaping fucking garbage pails. And they just start throwing the whole dinner in the fucking garbage pails, right? And they march out and everyone is in shock like that. But we made plans to be here and now what? And then right at that moment, you get like just beautiful women with nice torpedoes. Cheers to Jamie Lee Curtis. Cheers to Jamie and her torpedoes. Nice torpedoes, and they just break out the filet roast and sides you really, really want. Oh my God, there would be a celebration in your house. So the green bean casserole could go screw. Stuffing. Where's that guy with the stuffing? Hell yeah. Where's the guy with the stuffing again? Corn pudding slops. Oh, that sounds awful. Absolutely. Yes, Joey. Okay. So stuffing. Now you might say to yourself, but oh, my mama makes the best stuff. Okay, then congratulations. But most stuffing is like a sponge. It's like lukewarm, just bread flavored with the turkey fucking juice. Stuffing stinks 9 out of 10 times. That's all I have to say about stuffing because I got to go to Joey because we have a match. Yes, another food I hate on Thanksgiving. Sweet potato casserole. Again, casserole. This isn't the 70s. We don't make casseroles anymore. Would you like No, I don't want a casserole ever. Sweet potato casserole with marshmallows. Yes. But is it delicious? Then why aren't you eating it in February? Why aren't you eating it in April? You only eat it once a year. If you're eating a food once a year, it stinks. Okay? And it's not a side. It's a stupid fucking dessert. Knock it off. Thank you, Joey. Joey! The next one is going to sound sacrilege, but you got to let me work through it, okay? 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. On my list. This is something I actually eat year long. All year long, I should say. I just had it about, a week or two ago because we happen to have a can in the cupboard. And I was like, you know what? Why wait for Thanksgiving when I could have some nice cranberry sauce right now? Oh, yeah. But why is it on your 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving list, Ope? Let me explain. If you're having cranberry sauce, right, but it's not that fucking can where it slides out and it has the can ridges still on it, and you slice it nice, and you mix it with your gravy and your turkey and your mashed potatoes and your fucking corn. Perfect fucking spoon full of food. Perfect bite, I should have said, for the foodies out there. Problem with the cranberry sauce is people are trying to fancy it up, and they say, you know what? No, we don't do the cranberry sauce in the can. No. We do it this way. Oh, with the fucking cranberries, they're not even mushed down. Oh, God, no. But this is my grandma's recipe. This is my mom's recipe. I don't care. Cranberry sauce should come from a fucking can. Simple as that. Right? Oh, this guy. Oh, I don't know what to. Oh my God. Somebody whose name looks like pubic hair is checking out the live stream. I don't know what that is. Oh my God. You got to see the visual for that. What are they saying? Could someone put that in the Google, please? All right. And finally, 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. You already know what number 1 is, right? You know what number 1 is. Come on now. Oh, I'm sorry. That was a weird laugh. But Anthony, oh my God, now I got the hiccups because you really got me. Are you a hater? I forget. Oh, you got the Ron Berman as your avatar. Are you a hater, Anthony? I forget. I can't keep track of who's here to hate and who's here to just enjoy this with the rest of us. But you know what? If you're a hater, Anthony, you're funny. You made me laugh today and you gave me the hiccups because I put this weird guy on the screen. Where is it? This, it's some, I don't know if that's Chinese, Japanese. I have no idea, but it's certainly Asian. And then Anthony, who I believe might be, he says he's kind of a hater. All right, that's fair enough. He writes, he thinks you're Asian. See, the problem with doing these live streams so early, I can't, my eyes are like, they don't open. I promise you the rest of the day. Plus I look down, like the camera's up here, but I look down at the comments and stuff. I promise you the rest of the day, my eyes are wide open. But in the morning, they're very, very tiny and barely open. I kind of look like Gilbert Gottfried at times. All right, 5 worst foods for Thanksgiving. The number one on the list, you should have got it. It's fucking turkey. Turkey blows. I already gave it away earlier when I told you, like, if you want a viral video, you know, you prepare a fine Thanksgiving dinner, and then you have a crew come in to dump the whole Thanksgiving dinner in these giant fucking landscaping bins, and they leave, and then you have the beautiful girls with the nice torpedoes come in with the nice filet roast and real sides that you enjoy all year long. Mac and cheese. How about some mac and cheese? But turkey stinks. No, it doesn't. Yeah, it does. Try having turkey. Oh, you don't think turkey stinks? This Thanksgiving, do an experiment and try to have turkey without gravy and then get back to me. All right? All right, guys. I think that's it. Nice and easy today. Nice and easy. All right. The plug today, I made like $10 doing this. That's a joke. But I don't expect people to throw their hard-earned money at me. I get it. Everything is so expensive out there. It's ridiculous. I paid $3.50 per gallon for gas over the weekend. And people are celebrating when the gas dips below $3. Oh my God. So I don't expect you to throw money at me. I get it. You guys are trying to make ends meet too. But if you want to support me, seriously, there's 2 things you could do. You hit the like on the way out, because then maybe it gets the live streams in front of more people. So hit the like. That helps a lot. It costs you nothing. And then the other thing that's way more important, subscribe to Opie Radio. These live streams every morning, the audio version's up there soon after I end these things, as quick as I could get it up. And you know, there's third-party commercials on there. So if you're checking out some episodes on my podcast feed, Opie Radio, you're not giving me money, but they are. Because in this new world, it sucks. This new media world, you have to hustle. You see it with all the live streamers. They're all begging for money. And I don't make fun of any of those people for the begging of the money part, because you have to go right to the consumer now. Back in the day, if you had a little talent, a company would hire you, and you didn't have to beg your fan base for money. So if you do give me a few bucks, obviously I greatly appreciate it. But if you subscribe to the Opie Radio podcast, download some episodes and let them play out so those commercials play, that's where I make a sort of living these days. All right. All right. And also, if you're listening to this, and you're like, man, I really want to see the video of this. Well, just check it out on my YouTube channel. Opie Radio. All right. Maybe I should start linking the video in the description of my podcast. I don't know. I got enough to do. Guys, thank you very much. And we'll see you tomorrow morning with Ron the Waiter. Have a good day. Bye for now.